How you present your offer matters. We're back again with Zahra from our team, Killer Agent. She's already surpassed her 2022 production, and we're only in the month of July when we're filming this. And I wanted to share something I found really important. I know you shared it with our team at a training. We're going to give the Cliff Notes version here of how you presented an offer, and the way you presented it enabled you and your client to win a competitive situation.
Yeah, so usually when I, submit an offer, I always kind of like to have, first of all, with the documents, I don't like to just share it on like .loop or DocuSign. I always like to download the multiple documents and attach it on one big file because I think it's more organized. And also I always do a cover letter as well. So I have like the offer email summary telling them the bullet points of the offer, and I always thank them for, showing us the home and everything like that. And then I always put like what my buyers really loved about the home in the offer as well. I think that really helps make you stand out at the end of the day, and that's something that I've continuously always done.
So there's a lot of intricacies there, and you're unpacking this like, hey, this is how I do it all the time, which is good because that's what you want to do in your business. I'm not just sharing the documents or forwarding them in .loop or in DocuSign or whatever signature program you use. Why is that important?
Well, being on the listing side, it's just kind of irritating to have to go in and like look at every single document, whereas when you just have it all grouped in together, you can be like, okay, here's the buyer financial, here's the pre-approval. It's just more organized that way.
What I also like about that too is the other side may not use the same signature software you use.
Exactly, yeah. Like
so uploading a PDF is way easier than, oh, well, I got to now download it and upload. You're making it easier to get a signature.
Yeah, and listing agents are so overwhelmed because there's always so many offers, so I just think making it easier on their end always helps too.
So you're making it easy, you're presenting it professionally. Talk about a cover letter.
Yeah.
It sounds very old school.
Yeah, so I always do this just because I appreciate when agents do it on my end, when I'm the listing agent, and to have pretty much the summary. Obviously, I'll go through the offer anyway, but like to have it summarized, I think it's more detailed and organized, and that's kind of an agent that I would want to work with, is someone that is very transparent from the beginning.
How you do anything is typically how you do everything, right? So if you're going to send over documents that are like scanned sideways or crossed out or not complete, does that set a tone for you? I mean, is that kind of what you're worried about? Is setting the tone of, hey, I'm someone that's going to be easy to work with and make this a professional transaction?
Exactly. Like it's just sloppy, so.
Okay. So totally agree with all that. Now, you recently won an offer and the agent shared that, hey, the way you presented it was a big reason why. So explain what that conversation was like.
Yeah, I mean, they just really appreciate they forwarded my offer to the seller, and I think that's also why it's so important what you put in your email, because most of the times they will just forward it over to the seller. So the seller saw what my buyers had to say about her home, and she absolutely fell in love with what they had to say. And we actually weren't even the highest offer, they had higher offers, but the seller obviously has that attachment to her home and really appreciate, the words that my buyers and I said about her house.
So what I love is that you mentioned something there that's also really important. You don't know how they're going to present the offer.
Exactly.
Just because you present it one way, or we do it a certain way at our team, which I'm clear it has a lot of benefits, not everyone operates that way.
I agree.
I mean, imagine if you sent some email that was not professional and it was like, here's the offer, let me know. Imagine, and I've heard that from people before. And that's what gets sent. Well, they're like, well, where's the bedside manner? Where's the professionalism? And so the way you present that, not knowing how it's going to go, I think is really valuable because you don't know what the other agent's going to do.
I agree. And also the other thing I do as well is I always fill out like the showing feedback request, like, hey, what did your buyers think? I always tell them we're submitting an offer, and then I'll either call or text them as well, because I think it's good to like give them that heads up.
So for someone that wants to increase their offer sign rate, what advice do you have?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say stay organized, go over everything with your buyers regarding the offer, and just have that relationship with the listing agent, because that can help a lot. Listing agents obviously have a big connection to the seller, so they can really help you as well.
Love it. So hope you took some notes. Zahra's info's right here. That's how you can get in touch. Follow this plan, and you will get more contracts signed.